Hello there, folks. Welcome for another video of my brand new project here. Sixth in the line, actually this is the seventh in the line in my FPV designs. This here is a twin engine, twin motor FPV airplane, 80-inch wings. Fuselage is about 8.5 inches wide. I did that so that I get some better stability on the ground for taxiing on the ground on that flat bottom, and for takeoff. Hopefully that'll work. My wing is 80 inches with ailerons and flaps, and of course you got the elevator and the rudder there. The plane weighs in with two 5,000 milliamp 4-cell batteries, weighs in at 8.3 pounds, which is quite heavy, so you need a lot of power. Each one of these motors here are turning an 11 by 8 inch prop, and the motors are 600 watt motors producing about 6.5 pounds of thrust each. So we're looking at about 12 to 13 pounds of thrust, which should be plenty for this airplane to keep it aloft and good performance. If my calculations are correct from prior uses of these motors and these batteries, I should get 20 minutes of flight time out of this. Don't know what my cruise speed's going to be, but I've got a feeling it's going to be somewhere around 50 miles an hour, which would be nice. That there will give me a range of around 14 to 16 miles on a full pack. It's not too bad, can't complain about that. Keep aloft for a while doing that kind of time. Need to make an adjustment here, get my CG in proper order. Very important. But these here are edges here, give me some stability on the ground and in the air. I don't want it to be lopsided. There we go, we're looking pretty good there. Just tweak it slightly. Had to kind of design a harness here with some heavy duty wires. I'm using 10 gauge wire wide together so that it'll be able to go into the OSD system. On full throttle this thing will draw about, both motors will draw about 85 amps, so you need plenty of thick cables. The last time I used a big motor, twins like this, I went through a thin cable and wound up being too thin and it caught fire, not realizing that I was using too thin of a wire that acted like a fuse, and the plane caught on fire. That was quite fun. But anyway, we're going to do some startup here and do some taxiing, see how she handles on the ground, and if I'm comfortable with it, we're going to go ahead and take her up in the air. Okay, we have hook up the other battery, we should be even. Check our control surfaces. Make sure I've got enough aileron for this, so I'm going to increase them just to be cautious. A little bit more expo just to make sure she's not too twitchy. That should be enough. Elevator, we got plenty of elevator. Okay, I think that's going to need a little more expo. Either that or... yeah, that's way too much. There we go. The rudder's coordinated, mixed in with the ailerons, so I don't have to do that while I'm in flight. Kind of makes flying it a little easier. Then I have separate rudder control for working on ground and for any situation where I'm going to need a little more rudder input. Alright, turn the timer on. do a little ground taxiing, see how she handles on the grass. Still wants to tilt over anytime it turns. I suppose no matter how wide a base you do, it's going to do that. I suppose it's going to be like my last one. You just got to punch it into the with full throttle and get it rolling, so you get some better airflow over the rudder, and then she'll hopefully track down the runway nice and straight. I'm going to give it a high-speed taxi here just to see if my theory works. Got to make sure that it works properly before I try to do a full takeoff run. Don't want any surprises. Seems to always want to tilt to one side or the other. Okay, let's give it another try. Maybe I can find a flatter spot to take off in here before I do that. Well, she's too big and heavy for me to toss it, so if this doesn't work out, it can wind up being a dead deal here. Well, it wants to fly, that's for sure. Plenty of lift. That huge high lift wing and that power, that's maybe a good thing. Get it to roll real quick, go ahead and get airborne. Short runway, probably not a bad idea. Okay, let's try it one more time. Go for the roll, we know she flies. Just proved that there. It's like, I want to go. I belong up there. I don't have the legs for this. Being on the ground stuff. Alright, let's find another flat spot and we'll go for it. Wish me luck there, folks. Pointing into the wind. Yes, we are. Get in a nice flat spot. Yep, use elevator. Otherwise the nose digs in. Come on back. Yeah, problem is the nose wants to dig in. Okay, let's try it again. We'll get it. Gotta find a way to keep it from digging in. Okay, up elevator. Okay. Perhaps rudder needs to get adjusted. so big, I don't know where to pick her up. Tail's pretty strong. Should be able to pick it up from the tail. Okay. Wow, she's fast. Darn, she's fast. Kind of what I anticipated. Turns nice and coordinated. Okay, that's about half throttle. Say about 40, 45. She's climbing now. Okay, not bad. Only needs 2 clicks up. Trimmed it out pretty good. That is one big bird. It's a bit breezy out there. Doing a little wobble here and there, but not bad, considering how windy it is. It's probably blowing around 8, 9 miles an hour. A few gusts, not too bad though. Plane handles it fine. With autopilot, she's going to be rock solid. One good thing about having the weight, great keeping it stable. She's got a stable wing. Okay, let's see how it works with flaps. Okay, that's good. A little bit less down. Power to get it to go into climb mode. 1 or 2 clicks of the throttle and starts climbing instantly. Okay, let's try flaps again. Still a little high. Okay, the flaps are engaged, not pinching down too much. And maybe a little bit more up. much better. Wow, that thing is fast. That's full throttle. Just wants to climb at full throttle. She'll get up to a couple thousand feet in no time. Climbs very quickly. Doesn't take much to get her in a climb attitude at all. Okay, I think we got that set pretty well. Check my time here. Flown for 8 minutes. Oh no, we have 8 minutes left on 20 minutes. Okay, I'm going to do a couple of slow approaches. I get a hang for this, how this thing flies on approach. A little obstacle here that I'm going to have to overcome. Okay, let's see how she glides. Wow, not bad. That's a good glide. I've got that CG just right. Nice slow glide. Descends, nose down slightly. Very nice. I'm going to try a slow approach here. Needs a little bit more rudder for coordinating turns. Wow, she climbs so fast. Come on down. She just wants to go right on up there. Wow, she climbs fast. Okay, she's probably around 350 feet. So she glides from there. How long it takes to get down? Put flaps in, she wants to nose in. Very nice. Love the way she flies. She Handles like a very big airplane. Gotta keep this tight. This field's not that big. And I've got tons of obstacles, so my approach is gonna have to be just right. Watch that tree. You don't need to take any leaves out. Not too high. Gonna have to come in a little lower. We'll come in from the other direction. Do a crosswind landing. I don't trust the trees. That should be just fine. A little fast, but not bad. I'll take it. Stop the timer. Check the battery, see where we're at. Yeah, not bad. Could have flew for at least another 5 minutes. Work on this taxi issue here. Okay, I should put a handle or something on this so I can carry it around. Had too much drag though. Flaps up. I'm gonna see if I can get another takeoff roll. Should have enough power. Put one more time around the patch. I think this thing reacts sort of like a boat does. Gotta give it some up elevator, get it up on the step, and once she's airborne, then level it out. Had to do that with my last airplane. The nose would dig in. Alright, we're having a sync problem now with the motors. That's what's causing that. One motor's producing more power than the other. I was having that trouble yesterday trying to sync them by changing the throttle curves on them so they kind of match. I think now that we're at a lower power setting, it's out of sync. Okay, we're going to try one more. Okay, make sure everything is set. Takeoff is slow enough where you can take your time and time and just get up on the step. She stays, uses ground effect very well. You've got time to level it off. Last one, the FPV6, you had to kind of jerk that nose down real quick when she got airborne because she wanted a porpoise. This one doesn't really porpoise, it just hangs in ground effect, giving you plenty of time. I kind of like that. But she doesn't do well with lower power settings, obviously. I think it's the sync issue. Anybody out there knows if there's a way to sync these motors up? Is there a unit, device or something, electronic device I could use to keep them sync? I'd love a comment down below. Okay, I think we're going to do the same thing. Come in from the other side. Some flaps, 2 clicks of up trim. To get stabilized. My turns are not coordinated. Let me coordinate my turn a little bit better. Oh wait, no, I did that already. Duh. Okay, there you go. I think it's when the flaps go down it kind of gets weird. Still a little high. This thing doesn't want to come down. Oh, here we go. That was a little better. You got to fly this from start to finish. Can't sleep. Got to stay focused, and just like flying a real airplane. That's what my instructor told me in ground school and all through flight school. You fly this thing from the moment you leave your tie down spot to the moment you come back and tie it back up again. Well folks, that wasn't too bad. Learned a little bit there. Got to figure out how I can get the takeoff roll a little bit better. Maybe find a better field. This field is kind of rough. But one thing is you don't get too many golf course quality fields, grass fields around here, and if you did, I doubt very much they'd appreciate me flying this monster over all of those people having fun, their golf clubs and all of that. So let me just put this down, see how much juice we used. We flew for about 25 minutes, between 20 and 25, I'm not sure. I suppose our video length will tell us that. Alright, flaps up, check that everything else is okay. Wow, a lot of bugs. Prop is full of blood from the bugs. Alright, well, we still have a little bit more juice. See what the total value is here. 15.1, yeah, could have had at least another 2 or 3 minutes. Using these props is very efficient in this motor. Considering I used it at half throttle, I probably could have went a little less. I'm probably going to be seeing around 25-minute flight times. I'm curious once I get the OSD on there to see how fast she's going. But I think that on a normal calm day, no wind, I'm probably looking around 45 miles an hour. That's not too bad, and she comes in pretty slow with the flaps, so she's definitely manageable on landing. Alright folks, well I appreciate you guys watching my video. If you have any comments any comments or suggestions, by all means please do post them down below. And you all have a good day.